And you say nothing to the whole thing.
All right, so um, I haven't made I some of the videos I made recently have been unboxing videos because I really enjoy doing it, and I haven't made a personal video where I just kind of rant and tell you what I'm feeling. And I think I'm gonna start doing that more, or at least I want to start doing that more. Uh, I don't know, tell my story, and it's not about I'm doing this in a way so that I can feel, so that I feel like I'm talking to someone without paying to talk to someone. And then at the same time, I also wanna
Do your hand right here.
at the end of oh, by the way, my kids are here.
Hi!
Oh my
Rock
God.
and roll!
What the heck? All right. They're waiting to catch a bus, school bus at 8:15. It's 8:15 in the morning. It's 8:03 in the morning. So their bus comes by.
Where is that
by,
bus?
Shh! I'm talking on video. So their bus comes by 8:15, and this is every morning for me. So every morning, I get up. I make sure they get dressed. I take a quick shower. I get myself dressed. I get my daughter. My other daughter goes on the bus at 7:45. Then we wait in the car, and then they get in the bus by 8:15, 8:20, and then I head to work. That's when I'm working locally, and then when I have to do training, temporary training, I have to drive out to Schaumburg. I need somebody to cover me, so I usually have like my girl comes and gets the kids, and I take off. I have to leave by 7:30 because it's an hour away. And they're not willing to make accommodations so that I could get there at a decent time. And it is what it is. And you gotta make the money. You gotta. That's the reality of working. That is the reality. That you gotta get up. You gotta get ready. You gotta be mentally prepared, and you gotta get yourself to work. That is the reality of work. That is the reality of life in the Midwest. That is the reality of living in the suburbs in the Midwest. Right? I'm 45 miles away from Chicago. 40 miles away from Chicago. And that's the reality of living here, working here, and being here. It's not a fucking cakewalk. You gotta get up, you gotta go to work, you gotta be smart with your money, you gotta make choices. There's no breaks, man. There's no breaks. And you gotta do this every day. And if you don't do this, you're not gonna have money and you're gonna be homeless. And if you're not smart about it, if you don't think about things, you can make a wrong move and that's it. You're tied up and you're in trouble. And I try to tell my kids that you got to get up, you got to think, you have to go to school, you have to do a good job in school. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to be homeless?
No.
Right? You don't want to be homeless, do you? You want to starve? Exactly. You want to be able to eat food, and you want to be able to play Apex and play with your tablet, right?
Yeah.
All right then. So they're kids, right? What do they know? Do they feel the pressure and stress? A little bit. Do I feel it every single day? Yeah, absolutely. Every single day I get up, I feel stressed, I feel pressure. There's, yeah, I get a day off, and then my day off is filled with my girl trying to make us go do nonsense that costs money. And I feel stress and I feel pressure from that, and there's no breaks. And then I try to relieve stress, I try to relieve pressure, so I vape,
I can't
and
see.
it's not bad. I got a pretty cool vape here. It's called it's the Smoke Mag 225. Smoke Mag 225. It's got the little tank here. It's got the you can switch out these little nipples. What would you call this part? I'm not sure. It's got the tank that you fill with the juice. It's like gun style that you pull the trigger and then you push that button to drop the batteries like a magazine. So it's kind of cool. It helps a little bit, right? Keeps my mind occupied. I'm just trying to do better. And then the thing that sucks, man, is just like if a group of people, we all had the same idea, we could be better. We could be together. We could be better, but not everyone has the same idea. Not everyone understands, you know, and that's life, I guess. That felt pretty good. That felt pretty good to talk, get things off my chest, um, and just trying to do what I can, just trying to do what I can. I want to be, I just want to be successful. I want to have some success. I don't want to be a person who's just stuck trying and not getting anywhere. Just stuck in the mud, wheels turning. I want to have some success. I know I can do it. I know I can, think it out and have a plan. I not bragging or not trying to say I'm not, but I like to think I'm a natural born leader. Like I can see if someone's having a problem with something, and I if I know how to help that person, I usually try to help that person. I'm a little bit older now, so I can see things. I can see the I can see the forest for the trees. You know what I mean? Like I have insight. Right? Because I've been there before. I've done it already. Right? You understand? So I'm just trying to do certain things where, and there's certain. That's what drives me nuts. That's what drives me nuts. That's what absolutely drives me nuts. Where I'm in a situation where, like, my girl has no insight. She doesn't see things for what they are. And she doesn't understand hints. Like, she doesn't catch subtle hints. Like, let me give you a situation. Like, the other day I was at a friend's I was at a party with friends. I was there, my kids were there, my girl was there, we were all there. And I'm the type of person, I don't like to overstay my welcome. I don't want to be that person where I'm just stuck there and, like, you overstay your welcome, where it's like where you feel that you're trying to you don't want to be inconsiderate and stay in somebody's home the whole day. It's like, that's just how I feel about situations. Like, you go, you spend a little time, and then you move on. You don't stay there the entire day, right? If you're not the first person there, you shouldn't, like, if you're the first one there, you should be the first one that leaves. And then you should adjust that accordingly. That's just being considerate. My girl has no concept of that. She has no, like, I'm sitting there trying to get my family out, and also my son was still at his grandma's, so we had to pick him up, and it was we had to pick him up, and we had to get up early in the morning for him to go to the museum with my son. And she had no concept of, like, oh, we should probably leave because we have things we have to do, and we still have to pick him up, and we still have to do this and that. She had no concept of that. And then, like, as I'm trying to corral my family to leave, to not overstay our welcome, she's sitting there having a conversation with a drunk person about how, no, we'll stay here longer. Like, look at my face. Look, we gotta go. We have stuff to do. You're overstaying your welcome. You're overstepping your bounds. She has no concept of that. And I don't know if it's just me, or is there a lot of people that just don't have this concept? They just sit around and overstay their welcome everywhere. Like, what? Like, you don't see the subtlety? You don't see what's happening in front of your eyes? It's like, and you have to teach someone this? You have to teach a 30-something plus year old person this? Like, you should kind of understand this already as a human being, that you're overstaying your welcome. It's like, that's all. And it's not about being rude. It's about being considerate to that person that welcomed you into their home. Okay, now I welcome you, now get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, you don't overstay your welcome. You be considerate, and it's about respect. It's just about being respectful. That's all I was trying to do. It's actually respectful to leave, to not have someone force you out. It's actually that's respectful. That's how we should conduct ourselves, with respect and a little bit of etiquette, a little bit of concern for this person's home. You shouldn't go somewhere and overstay your welcome. That's all. It took me years to learn this, but I learned it. And so now I know when I go to somebody's house, I make it a plan. Okay, we'll stay. We weren't the first people here. We shouldn't be the first people to leave. But when people start heading out, we can leave. You know what I'm saying? So we're not overstaying our welcome. you know. And that's if you're going to a friend's house. If you're at if you're at your mom's house, you don't have anywhere to go. Okay, sit there. You know what I mean? Like I used to go to sit at my grandma's house and things like that. But that's my grandma. Like I didn't feel a certain way about that. And most of my family's in Texas anyway, or I'm trying to get to Texas. I want to be in Texas so bad. But something always comes up, and my pride won't let me leave. It drives me nuts. And then that's where you're supposed to have someone that can say, "Oh, it's okay. We'll be all right. We're gonna do this and we'll do that." But I don't have that person, so. Anyway, I always have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna start making more of these videos, expressing, ranting, whatever you want to call it. All right. Anyway. All right, that's it. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys later. Peace.